Hello, ladies and gents. It's your boy Elisha once again. I got a question for you guys. Why don't you like to read? Again, why don't you like to read? I went to the library today, and on my way out there at the library, I was just wondering, about how much books we have hanging in the library, and nobody wants to go in the library and actually rent them out and take them home so they can read it. And so I was wondering, why don't people like to read? Why don't people like to consume informations? Whether you want it or not, we as a human being, we are born with a lot of foolishness in our mind. Um, Basically, we are uninformed. We have the capacity to be able to consume information and be able to use them. But if you basically don't actually sow or put something in your mind, you're gonna be just pure fool. Like you don't have nothing in your head. And so I was wondering, why don't people read? Some people say it's because reading is boring. Like they just don't like to read. Now, if you don't like to read, I can relate. Reading it's kind of boring and kind of hard, but it's easy nowadays that we have ways to read. You can actually just go and get you can get an app like Audible or any other app that you can use. I like to use YouTube, so just go to YouTube and write, for example, marketing audiobooks, and then it'll give you different books. There's actually multiple books about marketing that you can just listen to, and you can listen to it as you are exercising, like trying to exercise or work out, or when you are cleaning your house or whatever, or when you're driving, whatever, when you're commuting to work. And so basically you try to make a way for you to consume valuable information, because if you're not consuming information, you are missing out. You're actually going backwards. So some people say, oh, I don't like to listen to audiobooks. Well, if you don't have no discipline to sit down and read books, and then you're saying that you don't like to listen audiobooks, then it's like you are doing disservice to yourself. It's like you don't even know what you want to begin with. And so try to force yourself to read. Some people say, oh, I can read books, but books are expensive to buy. But I can say that actually not consuming books are more expensive than how much you can spend on the books. I'll say one more time. For example, if you go and try to buy books on Amazon, for example, and you see the books are getting expensive and expensive. So basically, you think that the books are expensive, but really the knowledge that you are getting from those books are more valuable than the money you can pay for that books that you are actually reading. There's a story of Miles Monroe. I don't know if you guys know him, Dr. Miles Monroe. One of the guy, he was with one of his mentee, the guy he was training, and then that guy, his student said, oh, I think he bought, if I remember right, the story, he bought books that costed about some around $500, some around there. I remember the exact number. And so the mentee asked Dr. Miles Monroe, and he was like, man, this book are so expensive that how is it that you're paying this much money for these books? And then Miles Monroe's response was kind of interesting. He was like, the reason why you are with me right now, the reason why you are following me right now, you want me to teach you, is because of what I learned from these books and different things. So me consuming the information is more important than not consuming them. And then he also said that if you think books are more expensive, try foolishness. So foolishness are more expensive than the books you can buy. And so I'm just here, I'm wondering, like, if you are a leader and you're not reading, man, you are doing a disservice to the people you are leading. But again, if you are an individual who doesn't read, you are also killing yourself, because you are just going backwards. You're not growing at all. So I would say I recommend that you go out there, try to learn as much as you can. It's not just from the books. Try to set some schedule, some ways for you to learn, and learn from different people. There are some people that have very good information out there that you can go ahead and consume the information. As for me, I have a schedule to try to listen to an audiobook every week. Now, do I do it every week? It's very hard for me to finish, a whole book within a week. Sometimes I do it, and other times it doesn't. But the minimum that I do is listen to one book every month. But my goal is to do one book every week. Sometimes I do it, other times I can't do it. It's just I have other stuff that I do on the side, which is running my business and work and stuff like that. So there's too much stuff that is in the way. But a lot of times I'm pushing myself, trying to get as much as information as I can get. And so guys, go out there, learn, keep on learning, pushing. If you can find somebody whom you can compete with, like you guys, you can compete and be like, okay, we're gonna try to do this book. If I finish it before you, then we do this. So that's another game that you guys can do, and that will help you a lot. Or have somebody who's gonna hold you accountable to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. All right, guys, have a good one. Grow spiritually, grow mentally, and take care of your body. Exercise. Have a good one.